What's good, YouTube? It's King Greco, the king of the chase down, and I got my 24th game of the season for you from my player. I'm going against the New Orleans Hornets, a game that you guys have seen me play inside 2K11, but this year they have remained relatively the same, so I thought it might be an interesting game to upload. You guys know that I don't record all my player games because they take up a lot of space, but when I do, I pretty much make sure I put on a good show for you guys. So I think you guys are going to like this. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but look at our power forward. Our starting power forward is Al-Farouq Aminu. The game has once again traded away one of my favorite players on the team. We no longer have Eke Udo. He was like a Serge Ibaka down there. He wasn't the tallest, but he played defense, and his offense around the rim was not shabby at all. So I'm definitely going to miss him. And we have this undersized, out of position small forward playing power forward. And besides Stephen Curry, the entire starting lineup is made out of bench players. Me, OJ Mayo, Al-Farouq, and Louis Almondson. I bet most people don't even know what team Louis Almondson plays for. He actually plays for the Warriors, but I bet nobody knew that before this. Because of that, I'm getting, I guess, a lot of playing time. I gotta do a lot of work. Although it seems like my on-ball security is always gonna be trash for some reason in this game. I still try to make it do what I can. I try to make it do what I can. And my stats are not that bad for 24 games into the season. I already know that when my rating goes up, I'm gonna have those beastly numbers I used to have in 2K11. So I don't really want to talk about the gameplay right now. I want to talk about what's going on with the NBA lockout and what it means for the future and how it affects us. For right now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but it kind of seems as if the NBPA and the excuse me, still a little sick. I'm at the end of it though. But the owners, it kind of seems as if they cannot come to an agreement, and it seems like there may not be, probably won't be an NBA season this year. No 2011, 2012. And that's kind of ridiculous to me for a game that's been a league that's been going on for over 50 years. Actually, yeah, so it's pretty much like about 60 years around there. They have never missed a season. They've had a 50-game season, but they have never missed a season. And for the first time, it seems like that's going to happen. And I just wonder, at what point does the players, when did they become bigger than the game itself? I almost kind of wish that we could replace them with an entire college league, like bring all those guys up to the NBA and let's watch them there or something. Because I feel like this greed is ridiculous. And you see that extra fast score, you're going to see a lot more of those inside this game. It kind of seems as if they value themselves as more important than the game. And look at OJ Mayo just dribbling the ball out of bounds. What an idiot. Why you always have to do stupid stuff, OJ? And then right now they're gonna mention the league leaders in steals. They're only mentioning Chris Paul. They just say screw you, as if I'm not like a full steal per game higher than the next highest person. But anyway, so oh my god, that was nasty. So like I was saying, for the first time it's something gonna be like no NBA season, and with very little movement between 2K11 and 2K12. Well, does that mean that there won't be any movement at all to 2K13, which means that we'll basically have the same exact rosters for 3 years in a row? Does that even mean that we can have rosters for 3 years? Because think about it like this. They're saying that the NBPA, the National Basketball Players Association, may decertify. And if they decertify and they come out of their contracts, think about how many players will not be able to be inside of 2K, will not be able to participate in 2K13 because of either greed, because they might want more money after losing out on their contracts in the first place, or because they just don't want to be a part of the game at all. Some players that just don't want their likeness used for some reason. And that kind of reminds me of Charles Barkley. Whenever I see videos about this, as a matter of fact, whenever 2K makes an update today, any update they make, people always say, bring Reggie Miller and Charles Barkley into the game. And I'm like, come on. That doesn't even make any sense. How do you not know by this point that Reggie Miller and Charles Barkley feel that they are bigger than the game itself? They require so much more money than the rest of the legends that the game could not afford them. 2K has tried to get Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller in the game, but according to the game, they are worth more money than the rest of the players. I guess I don't understand. They have Michael Jordan, they have Scottie Pippen, they have players like Bill Russell and a whole bunch of other great, amazing players. Young Shaq, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, but Charles Barkley thinks that he's worth more than all of them? Really? You gotta be kidding me. Like, there's a reason why he didn't win any championships. He's a good player, But he was always selfish, he was greedy, he was lazy. He was not really a leader. He had the natural ability, but he did not have the dedication to go along with it. And players who played with him felt the same way. You could check anything that Charles Oakley has ever said about Charles Barkley. You could check anything that Scottie Pippen has said about him when he played with him on the same team in Portland. He expected to coast off his natural skills. As a matter of fact, Charles Barkley was supposed to be in the game. They actually, if you guys look at Julius Erving's team,
the king of the chase down. Get that out of here, Marco Buttheady.
That year was the year Charles Barkley was drafted, but he's not on the team because Charles Barkley did not want to be a part of the game for that price that they were offering. And that was not Julius Erving's best year at all. But they put it in because they had hopes for getting Charles Barkley in the game at the same time, even if it wouldn't have been his own greatest mode challenge. So, you know, I feel that more players are becoming more like him these days, where the greed takes over and they become more in the game. And if they decide not to be a part of the game because they want to make up for the money being lost in the season, even though I don't see how they can complain about the money, seeing as how in their rookie year, I'm pretty sure most of them, I'd say about a good 95% of them or higher, they probably, instead of their rookie contract, they've made more money in 1 year than they've had in their entire life up until that point. So I don't understand why they think that the money is so the money that they're being offered is like an insult now. I don't get it. So anyway, what I want to say is that if they decide not to be a part of the game, and let's say there's like 7 players on each team, what are they going to have to do? Are they going to have to make an NBA Jam kind of game? Are they going to have to make an NBA Street kind of game? Are they going to give us crews to make up for the missing players? Because if you have 7 players on the team, at least me and my, like, let's say 4 friends, we can make out the rest of the team. They're going to have to bring back crew. If they do not, I am 100% sure that 2K13, their sales will rot. They will be trash. Nobody's going to want to buy it because they're not going to have any updates to the roster, and at the same time they're not going to have any real new features. All they can do is bring back something. If they don't have anything, what haven't we seen? What are they going to do? Bring back online leagues? Online associations better. The only thing is that it doesn't work correctly all the time. And look at that stupid pass they made to Chris Paul. Like, come on, that's just stupid. I go for the hop step layup on them, even though my hop step ability is poor. But anyway, are they going to have an all greatest mode version of the game? Because there's a lot of people who are not buying the game at all. Because, oh, my bad. My on-ball defense isn't up there like that, so he ran right around me and dunked on that poor man. Poor Vladimir Radmanovic. I know he's scared. He'll have a nightmare about that dunk later. But if they don't, I think 2K11 was a great game. They could have stopped there if there was a problem. They didn't have to release the 2K12. But 2K12 is so problematic. I mean, don't get me wrong, 2K11 wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better. A lot better. They had more working features, and the online was not as unstable. But yeah, with 2K13's, my passing ability is that bad, I can't make a pass that close. Yeah, but 2K13, it is so, I mean, 2K12 is so problematic that you cannot stop there. You have to make a better product. But the thing is, will anybody buy it? And check that out, my very first NBA dunk in the half-court set. That was nasty. After this game, I decided to go put on the LeBron James 9, so my dunk went up by +5, and I get more dunks now. Only on fast breaks, but, you know, I get more dunks. You guys are going to be seeing them. Yeah, I didn't show everything that's going on in this game, but Quincy Pondexter actually took their last 4 shots. There's one right there. I don't know why, but I guess they feel that he's number 3 right after David West and Chris Paul, even though he's a bench player. And check out this perfect on-ball screen. He could not have been any more wide open if I tried. There's nothing I could have did. That was perfect right there. So, would you buy 2K13? Based off of 2K12, even if they did have the players again, but is there any incentive on buying it without an NBA season? And look at this guy holding me and pushing me. Come on. That should be some sort of like illegal foul or something like that. The game pretty much is over. If you guys you know watch this far, let me know what you guys think about the whole 2K13, the whole lockout, and the decertification, how it's going to affect the game. How you guys think it's going to affect you guys in your purchase decision on the next game. Like, what do they need to get your money next year? Because right now, that Legends Showcase, I don't think that's going to get my money at all, honestly.
a pretty good game, almost another triple-double. I had my hand inside of everything that was going on in this game. You know, points, assists, steals, blocks, rebounds. You know, I try to do what I can to help my team win.
Good game out there tonight. It seemed like you were spreading yourself around out there pretty well. Scored some points, grabbed some rebounds, had some assists. Is an all-around game something you really pride yourself on?
Nah, I just had a good game because I wanted y'all to say something nice about me. You know how that girl in the front row is a hater.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. I think it's important to contribute to the team in any way I can, so I try to not get too caught up in my offense. You can't forget about things like crashing the boards and getting your teammates involved. The more everyone's working together, the stronger the team's going to be. I felt like I had a pretty good game tonight, and hey, we got the win.